Hey, welcome back to the channel, where we dive deep into the mindset, lifestyle, and principles of high-value men, and how that mindset can completely shift not only your relationships, but the entire way the world responds to you. Today's conversation is going to open your eyes to something powerful. A lot of guys are out there trying to say the right thing. They're stuck in this loop, thinking the right words will unlock a woman's heart or spark instant attraction. But the truth is, it's not about what you say, it's about what you don't say. And the way high-value men speak, or better yet, the way they filter their words, tells the world exactly who they are without them having to prove anything. Now, when you understand this, when you live by this, you no longer chase. You no longer overthink your conversations. You attract, you lead, and you command respect. Not just from women, but from people in every area of your life. So today, we're going to unpack 7 types of things high-value men never say to women. And more importantly, why not saying them is such a game changer? Let's get into the heart of it. Imagine you're on a date or just talking to a woman you're interested in, and the conversation's flowing. The average guy often falls into a trap. Trying too hard to please, trying to seek approval, trying to impress, or to over-explain who he is. But a high-value man knows something most don't. Silence can speak louder than words. Boundaries can be communicated without confrontation. And confidence doesn't shout, it whispers. See, when you operate from a place of inner strength, there's no need to fill silence with nervous chatter. You don't feel the urge to constantly validate yourself, and you certainly don't go fishing for compliments or trying to win someone over with your words. Now, a lot of guys think saying certain things will make them look sweet or likable, but often it does the exact opposite. It signals insecurity, neediness, or a lack of direction. High-value men never fall into that trap, because they've already learned that the right words are almost always simple, clear, and intentional. And when it comes to women, this is key, because women are wired to read between the lines. It's not just about what you say, it's about what it reveals about you. So here's the core truth. A high-value man never uses words as a tool for validation. He uses them to communicate, clearly, respectfully, and with purpose. That right there already separates him from 90% of men. Let me give you a scenario. Picture 2 guys. Both are talking to the same woman. One is trying to convince her how amazing he is, going on and on about his job, his car, his plans, his dreams, hoping she'll be impressed. The other guy? He listens more than he speaks. He shares but never oversells. He leaves space for curiosity to grow. Guess who she's thinking about the next day? Exactly. See, high-value men understand that attraction isn't built on a checklist of achievements you rattle off in conversation. It's built on vibe, energy, and the way you carry yourself. And one of the easiest ways to ruin that vibe is by saying things that scream, "Please like me." The moment you say something that hints at needing approval, you've just lowered your value. It happens in subtle ways, like over-apologizing, making self-deprecating jokes, or fishing for compliments. High-value men know the difference between humility and self-sabotage. And here's the funny part. When you stop trying to convince people of your worth, the world starts to take you seriously. High-value men don't beg for attention, and they never lower their standards just to gain short-term affection. Let's talk about emotional control for a second. One of the biggest things that separate high-value men from the rest is the way they handle emotions, especially rejection or conflict. You'll never hear a high-value man spiral into defensiveness or throw out emotionally charged accusations like, "You don't even care about me," or "I knew you'd act like this." He never uses emotional manipulation. Why? Because he understands his emotions are his responsibility. When a man speaks from a place of emotional stability, it sends a message louder than any compliment could. It tells her, I'm not here to control you. I'm not here to chase. I'm here to connect. If it's mutual, that energy is rare and it's magnetic. You'll also notice high-value men avoid making promises they can't keep. If he says something, he means it. If he can't follow through, he won't overpromise just to win someone over in the moment. Women pick up on that honesty, and it builds long-term trust. Empty promises are a major red flag, not just in dating, but in life. A man's word should be his bond, and high-value men treat it like gold. And the last thing you'll never catch a high-value man saying, anything that puts another person down to make himself look better, that's weak energy. Whether it's gossip, insults, or comparing himself to other guys to gain a cheap advantage, high-value men avoid that like the plague. Why? Because real confidence doesn't need to lower anyone else to rise higher. When you walk through life knowing your value, your words become fewer, but they hit harder. You develop this calm, unshakable presence that draws people in, without the need for gimmicks, pickup lines, or rehearsed charm. You want to know why this works? Because women, just like everyone else, respond to authenticity. They want to feel safe, understood and challenged, not manipulated or flattered into attraction. And when you drop these habits, when you stop saying the things that signal insecurity, something incredible happens. Your self-respect shows, and the right people take notice. So here's the shift I want you to walk away with. It's not about memorizing the right sentences or learning the perfect lines. It's about embodying the mindset of someone who knows he's enough, who speaks with intention, who listens without waiting for his turn to talk, and who stays grounded no matter how the conversation unfolds. When you do that, your words, or the lack of them, create space for genuine connection, and that's where real attraction lives. So next time you're talking to a woman, or anyone for that matter, pay attention not just to the words coming out of your mouth, but the intention behind them. High-value men don't need to say much to leave a lasting impression, and the more you practice this, the more natural it becomes. If you found this conversation helpful, hit that like button and make sure you subscribe, because we've got a lot more coming your way on how to master your mindset, your relationships, and your life. Drop a comment below. I want to know, which one of these habits are you going to let go of today? Thanks for watching. Stay sharp, stay genuine, and I'll catch you in the next one.